That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Welcome to this special edition of Game Over. I'm really excited this month. With me I have my good friend Kevin Williams, who happens to be in the video game industry. Hi Kevin.
How you doing?
Doing just fine. And this is going to be our long-awaited, at least for me, E3 show, where we can talk about a lot of the news and rumors and whatever came out of E3. So why don't we get right into it?
Okay.
Let's start with Microsoft. Microsoft had a big press conference, which honestly I wasn't really all that impressed. So let's just go down the line. Obviously the biggest thing that came out of Microsoft was the whole Kinect thing, which is what used to be known as Project Natal. So what do you think?
I'm not sold yet. I really liked the presentation, also because I'm a fan of Cirque du Soleil, so I like how they did that. However, for me personally, I'm not the type of person that really likes to jump around in front of the TV. I mean, I have a Wii, and that's kind of the extent. I think it caters to a very specific group of people. Getting mainstream gamers involved in it, I think they're really going to need to come out with something big. Not like a Halo being played with it, but just something that really speaks more to the core gamers. Right now, I'm afraid it's being looked at as, yes, it's cool, you can control everything, but it's still going to be compared to the Wii. So they really got to show a little bit more to hook me.
Right. One of the things I did like is this whole social interaction. Now you're going to be able to do video conferencing, and the fact that you can control pretty much your entire dashboard now with just your voice. That's kind of cool. So if you're watching a movie, you can just say stop or pause or rewind, and it'll do that. And it recognizes your voice, and it'll recognize you. So when you turn on your Xbox and you look at the camera, it'll recognize you and it'll sign you in. So that's kind of cool. But you're right with the whole game. It's all about the games. So.
Well, the other thing they got to work on is being able to control it when you're sitting on your couch.
Yeah, that's kind of big.
Yeah, I mean, granted, when you finally are sitting down and you're watching a movie after you've started it by moving your hand across the screen, that's fine, but not everyone's going to want to stand up to do it. You know, but it's a little thing, but if they're going to put it out there like it's something you can do, they need to go all the way.
Right. Well, I know with with no more Xbox One console support, they're going to be doing a lot of dashboard work, and one of the things that they did announce for fall, which I think is pretty cool and way overdue, is since they're pushing the Kinect as something for a family thing, if you have a gold membership, it's $50 a year.
Yep.
You add that for a family of 4, and it gets, you know, pretty intense.
Yeah.
But they're going to have this thing called Xbox Live Family, whereas for the price of 2 gold memberships, you'll actually get a family 4-pack. So you could have, you know, 2 kids or whatever, or a family of 4 in any way, shape, or combination. And that really works out to like $25 a year, and that's a big deal.
I like that, obviously because of the cost, it's great, but also I'm sure there are a lot of parents who don't want to shell out the money so that their kids can play. Now, granted, their kids, you know, they might not want to, but this will get more people involved in playing the games online. I think that's really what they're going for.
And the fact that if you have a gold membership, you can upgrade to this with no pretty much additional cost. That's a big deal. I'll be definitely doing that with my family when that comes out.
Absolutely.
And they're looking at a fall release date for that. They didn't really have any big time exclusives. I mean, they showed Gears of War 3, that looks cool. They showed Halo, that looks cool. Yeah. But really, the main focus was on Kinect, and like you said, to me, it's for a niche audience. And while it looks good, I'm still not sold on it.
Yeah, what they did was, whether this was smart or not, Kinect is kind of a gamble. Microsoft really, and they've officially said this, they're putting all of their support behind Kinect for Christmas. Yep. Now, that being said, what if it flops? What if nobody buys it or wants to shell out $150 for each unit? Right. They don't have a Gears of War 3 now, which usually would be a November release. They pushed that back to April. Yep. So now they don't have something to back it up. And that's fine, but what if it doesn't go over well?
Yeah, and that ties into probably what they had their biggest news out. They have now a newly redesigned Xbox. It's smaller, much more heat efficient, supposedly. Well, there'll be no more red ring of death because they actually took out the red LED lights, which is funny, but it's much more compact. It's supposedly a lot better. For the same price that you have right now, it'll have the Wi-Fi built in at the fastest speeds that you can get, a 250 gig hard drive, and it's a really nice compact thing. What I'm really hoping is, while they haven't really said how much Kinect is going to be, you alluded to the fact that right now the general consensus is going to be like $150.
Yes.
But the new Xbox is designed to handle Kinect without any additional thing. Like it'll work with the older Xboxes, but you'll need like an extra power supply. What I'm really hoping is, since the new Xbox is out now, they can sell it at $300.
Yes.
And maybe come the holidays, they actually lower the price on that and then bundle it with the Kinect, so it actually makes it more affordable. Because I can't see them putting it out at $400 with the thing and having it move.
Well, what they're doing is, at least from what I've heard, is there's going to be 2 bundles: an arcade bundle with a Kinect for the $300, and then a Kinect bundle with the Elite, which is going to be $400. So it knocks $50 off the price that way. Maybe that will sell a few more systems. Maybe it won't. We'll see.
Okay, well, moving on to Sony. Now we're talking about everything's motion control, and Sony's obviously big thing is the PlayStation Move.
Yeah.
Which is Wii plus, I guess.
Wii HD.
So.
Yep.
And again, it's kind of like the same thing with Kinect. Some of the stuff looks pretty cool.
Yes.
But it's exactly what you said, Wii HD. They'll have a bundle which has like the PlayStation Eye, and they'll integrate that into the whole thing. But I'm not sold on this either. And I cannot honestly see, if I'm going to choose one, I'm going to choose one. I'm certainly not going to choose both. And since I already have the Wii, and the Wii it's collecting dust honestly right now, so
yeah,
that's just my personal thing. But some of the stuff they showed did look pretty cool.
It is cool. It's just, the problem is that if you're going to do motion, which Wii obviously has done for years, you really need to have something different. And when Sony put out all of their games, there's the archery, and then there's the fighting game, and it basically is just a rip-off of the Wii. And I don't mean to say that just discounting Sony's ability to produce good games.
Right.
But the games that they're coming out, and Microsoft is guilty of the same thing. They've got their sports package. And, the reps that are out there will tell you, yes, it's basically like your Wii sports game. Well, why would you want to do that? Have something different. And my other big issue with Sony, I have too many controllers as it is. And so if you're going to have a motion thing, Microsoft, I think, is doing it right. They have no controllers. It is you are the controller. Whereas Sony, you've got the wand thing, you've got this navigation, which is nunchuck, basically.
Yep.
It's just another thing that you have to buy. And I just don't think it's that great.
Yeah,
but for me, we'll see. I'll wait. I'm definitely not getting the Sony one, personally. I just don't. There's nothing definitely to hook me at all with the Sony one. I'd rather go with the Kinect.
So finally came out and announced it, the PlayStation Plus, which is their answer to Xbox Live Gold. I've been waiting for this for a while, and we knew it was coming, and now it's officially here. And some of the stuff is pretty cool. The fact that you'll pay a premium price, it is like $50 a year. If you don't upgrade to PlayStation Plus, you can still play online for free.
Yes.
But all the stuff, it's kind of like how Napster's set up now, whereas you can subscribe and you can have access to a lot of content, but once you stop subscribing, it's gone.
Yeah.
So there's like downloadable titles that you can download and hold on to, but if you go back to whatever it is that you go back to, you'll lose all that content. To me, that's kind of a big deal.
It is a big deal. It's also, I think, hysterical because Sony has been saying since its inception, with the PS3, we have free online, and Sony, they don't charge you, but Microsoft does.
Yeah. And
now that they are, yes, it's for additional content. Yes, you get demos early, and you get to play for longer and whatnot.
Which is what the Xbox has been doing all along.
Exactly, and I think it's just really funny because Sony is now realizing they have to do that just to compete because Xbox has had a lock on the online. Yeah. It's really been better.
And I don't really see it changing. And I think what really drives the point home to me and what I think is funny is the fact that the in-game, the cross-game voice chat, which you can do no matter whether you're a silver account member or a gold account member. If you're playing a game at home, as long as you're signed in, you can talk to anybody you want.
Yep.
You have to be a member of the PlayStation Plus to have that.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree.